Hi everyone, I had shown from my scrapbook.com haul all of these, let me get them, Quickutz little dies that I got. They were $1 each, as well as the cookie cutter dies in the set. And I've gotten several requests to show how to use them. So what I've done is I've taken them all out of the packaging, and some of them came with the foam already adhered right on the die. Oops, I just dropped something. Right on the die, as you could see. And some you had to add the foam yourself. Like all of these, the cookie cutter ones came with the foam already attached. And then there's a couple that I had to put the foam on myself. So unfortunately, I did not save one to show you putting it on, but essentially it's a piece of foam that you peel. It's, you know, self-adhesive on one side, foam on the other. You peel and you add to your die. Then once you've done that, and this is the formula for the Cuttlebug, it's A plate, C, then you place your dies down, and one B plate. And yes, my B plate is atrocious looking, and I keep 2 separate sets of B plates, 2 plates for embossing only, because I don't want to transfer all of these cut lines, which is what would happen if you tried to emboss with it. So I have 2 pristine B plates, which I use for embossing only, and then I have 2 junky, marred up B plates that I'm gonna keep using until they crack into pieces. And what I do is I just flip them over each time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the B plate and then run it through. You hear the crackling? That's good. And I'm just gonna pull it back this way because I don't wanna, I have the tripod in front of me. So once I take the top off, the B plate off, you now see that you could see the image now. So this is the little cherub and bow and arrow, which is really, really stinking cute. So let's cut them out and I'll show you exactly how well this cuts. So hopefully I have enough to cover it. Nope. Let me see if I have another piece of a red. And these little dies are perfect to use all your little scraps on. That's actually why I keep the scraps around, because then nothing really gets wasted. Ordinarily, you know, if you would have thrown out like a 1/2 inch piece or an inch piece, this way you could just cut them up and add it to your die like that. And maybe this one will fit. Actually, should probably have something contrasting, but I'll show it to you with the red. So because you see mine's now concave in this direction, I'm going to run it through this way. So each time I flip them over, it compresses the plate in the other direction, so it stays relatively flat. It's fully functional. I don't have issues with it. Oh. Let me grab that slit out. But there's the little cherub. And it cuts pretty cleanly. There's no issues. Very cute. What I did notice is that these little dies, and there's the bow and arrow. Look at even that tiny little arrow cut out very cleanly. What I did notice is that, well, even the negative of that is cute. There are little numbers on the tabs, and those get embossed in. So if you plan on using your paper or reusing your paper, sorry, camera's moving, I'm picking up the die that fell on the floor. If you know, use it in a strip without cutting it, you'll get that little embedding of the numbers. So let me put this aside, close this and put this aside, and show you some of the ones that I have cut. And let me pop. Oh, the bottom of my Cuttlebug is all dirty. Look at that. So let me show you. This is the little paper clip. I use silver paper. I used lightweight black chipboard to cut out this little dog because our Chihuahua is black, and I thought it looked just like Mush Mush. So all I did for this is I ran it forward and backwards. So I ran it through twice and it cut it through cleanly. There's nothing rattling, or there's nothing ratty. Here's the clothespin with a 2-piece one. Here, this is really cute. This is the binder clip. And then I've even tried the fabric, and I used the velvet ribbon. As you could see, because of the impression, because it's rolling through to cut through, it does change the shade of the velvet, which is okay. And in order for the velvet to cut cleaner, I put a piece of cardstock and then ran it through. And then it cut 2 of them and cleanly, because if you don't put the piece of cardstock on, this is what happens. It gets attached. It doesn't cut through cleanly. So that's a little trick for that. And then this one, I was so super excited to see how well this worked. Is one of those little bread tags. And Tim Holtz has one coming out, and this cost $1. And look, it cuts really cleanly. Great, I mean, really clean through. And these are just cardstocks. And then I did try the packaging material, and it didn't quite cut it. However, it left a nice little impression in it, which I'm thinking might be a cute thing to add if you want to add acetate layers to your mini books. So a lot of flexibility. Let me show you the cookie cutter ones exactly the same way, the same process. There were no issues with them. There were no problems. I cut them out very nicely, very easily. So that's the formula for a Cuttlebug. It's A, base plate, C, then you put the die foam side up, then you put whatever medium you're cutting. So if it's paper, you put the paper. Always put the pattern you want to be upside down. So if you want, for example, here's a silver, I will put it down, face down, in order for it to have the clean cut of the actual image. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm super excited about the fact that they work really just like Sizzlets and the metal Cuttlebug dies. There was really virtually no difference. There was no problem with cutting through, and I might go back and see if there's any others that I want, because $1 is so inexpensive. Think of it this way. At scrapbook.com, your shipping is free after $20. You can get $20 worth of products, so 20 different of these dollar dies, and not pay for shipping. And this is in the US, unfortunately. I mean, it is exclusive to the US, free shipping after 20, but I think I'm going to have to stop by and take a look if there's any others that I really want. So I'll include a link in the description below to the scrapbook.com, or you could just type it in yourself. If you have any questions for me or any other requests that you want to be shown on camera, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to accommodate if I can. Thanks for watching, everyone.